Living things adapt, or they're dead. Next. See, look, he's adapted. Isn't he cute? You can hardly see him. He's got the same coloration as like the little bits of sand and, twigs. That one is also adapted to somewhere different. Living things do not, and this, if there's one thing I can get through your head, don't ever say that a living thing like moved into a new location and decided that it needed to get darker so that it would blend in. And if you take this mouse with all of his white spots and put him here in a bunch of brown leaves, he's going to be eaten regardless of how badly he might want to change what he looks like. He can't. In the same way that none of you can. Yes, I realize you can wear a costume. They're slightly short on sewing machines in the mouse world. Evolution is not something that mouse does. Evolution is something that those mice as a population do. Some of them who look like that, living there, they die. They don't evolve, they die. The ones that blended in better don't die. So that overall the whole population no longer looks like this, they look more like that. That's evolution. The ones that can't hack it get killed, leaving nothing but the ones that were able to survive. And when they have kids, their kids look like them, and given a couple generations, the population no longer looks like what it did. That's evolution. Nothing decides that it needs to change. You don't evolve because you know you need to. You are suited for the new environment or you're not, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just in case you didn't know. Biology, study of life. Moving on. That's a little picture view of those levels that you had to put together on that very first question. This one just puts them in reverse order from the biggest, which above the ecosystem, which for you would be everywhere you've ever wandered and all of the living things that live there and all the land. One step up from that would be the biosphere, the entire planet. Each one of these levels, starting down from molecules as you work up, have emergent properties. There are things that molecules can do when they're combined in an organelle that one molecule can't do itself. The same is true all the way up. All right, so here's the problem. Reductionism is really the only way you can talk about biology. The fact that we just go, oh, these are eukaryotes. No, they're the things that we've lumped together and called eukaryotes. They are what they are. They were what they were before we came around to name them. Every time we group things together, every time you call something a plant, every time you call some process cellular respiration, we're taking one tiny little piece of all of the things that happen in an organism, and we're just going to try and talk about this right now. I know that a million other things interact with it.
Good afternoon, Brandywine. Go on with your afternoon announcement. all girls interested in playing basketball is a turning point. There will be a meeting on Thursday in the cafeteria from 6:15 to 7:15. Parents are more than welcome. We will be discussing pre-season workouts and fundraising. Hope to see you there. All boys who are interested in playing boys lacrosse or Brandywine, please attend a meeting on Thursday, September 10th at 2:30 and 2:17. That's Mr. Smeeter's room. Coach Moran will be
See that?
talking about this year's program.
That's what goes on inside of a living thing. That's a little difficult to discuss with all of it in one place. You've got all of the carbohydrates you eat. Over here are all of the amino acids you eat. And then they all get combined and they go into cellular respiration and convert it into all, it's like, that's like the reality. We can't talk about that. We've got to reduce it to some tolerable amount of stuff that is always going to be something less than reality. Guys, listen to the announcements.
Good afternoon, students. Not too late for us all. Jordan gets
Answer them like you're the same as the way you